Hi, this is Andy Barclay with the RE/MAX Elite, and today we are visiting 1432 Bayshore Drive in the Snug Harbor area in Cocoa Beach. The beautiful home that we're visiting today is a 4-bedroom, 4 full bath, 2 half bath home, and as you can see, it is a 3-car garage. The home was built in 2006, so it's one of the newer homes in this area. Under air, it's almost 3,700 square feet, and under roof, so that includes the screen porches, the garage and such, we're looking at a home that's almost 5,400 square feet, so it's quite large, and as you'll see when we get in, quite beautiful as well. We have the paver drive, which we're looking at now. And as I turn to my right, you'll see that we have an 8-foot double door entry leading into the home. And as we walk through the front door, I'm first going to show you this beautiful mosaic we have at the entry. And then looking up, as the camera adjusts, you'll see that we have quite a spectacular view of the water here. It is in the Snug Harbor area, as I mentioned. So the house itself is located in that harbor area, but we do have a straight shot out to the Banana River. I'll take you in the backyard in just a minute. We also have a really nice infinity pool as well, which you saw, but I didn't mention. Here we have an attractive coffered ceiling. Now this is the formal living room. The home also has a formal dining room and a large living space, family room as well. A fantastic kitchen, which you'll see in a few minutes. Before we head to that side of the home, we are first going to take a look down this hallway. As I mentioned a second ago, it is a 4-bedroom house. Each bedroom has a private bathroom. So we have 4 full baths, and then we have 2 half baths, one on the inside and one on the outside. We have the wood flooring in all of the bedrooms. So you can see this bedroom has a large walk-in closet. And then of course we have the bathroom here. And as we walk down the hall this way, we will find ourselves in the master bedroom. Now the master suite's quite amazing. Not only do we have a large bedroom, but we have the office there in the center of the screen. I'll show you that in just a second. We don't have any furniture in here for scale, but I can tell you it is quite large. We have lots of recessed lighting. I don't have the measurements with me, but we had an oversized king bed in here not long ago. Tons of floor space, lots of room for furniture. Here as we go toward the master bath, you'll see that we have not only one walk-in closet with built-ins, but as I turn around, we have either his or hers on the other side here. And then as we move into the bathroom itself, we have the towel storage there on the left, a large walk-in shower. We have the double sinks and the vanity here. The jetted garden tub. And last but not least, we have a private water closet right here, so you can close the door. As we walk back into the master bedroom, you'll find we have a nice office space here. This could also be used as a master sitting room. Really, it's up to you, but it's a nice space regardless. We have more built-in shelving here. And we have a wonderful view of the water. Take you back there in just a few minutes. I can't wait to go out there myself, actually. Here's a quick look at the pool, which we'll see in more detail soon. Now we do have a door out to the pool from the master bedroom, so that's nice. If you want to take a midnight swim, It's easy to do. But we still have a lot of house to see, and I don't want this video to turn into a half-hour tour, so we'll keep it moving. Now you can see that we are back where we started, in the entry looking toward the formal living room. We are now going to continue down the hallway. Here on the right-hand side we have storage. Tons of storage in this home. You'll see more as we go. This does have built-in shelving. Now as I turn to my left, actually let me slow down. This is the formal dining space in front of me. I'll take you there in just a second, but first we're going to take a look at the half bath. As I mentioned, there are 2 half baths. This one clearly is on the inside of the home. We also have one on the exterior for easy use when you are wet from the pool or the river behind the house. I'll show you one thing that's neat in just a second through those doors, but since we are right here, and I was just talking about space, I'll show you another storage area. This room has equipment for the central vac system. Around this bend, we have yet more storage behind that door, and then a laundry room with cabinet space and counter space, and its own sink. Everything you need. And although we saw it from the outside, I'll just give you a quick peek in here. Hopefully the camera will adjust for us. We have a true three-car garage here. Some 3-car garages you see are 2 full-size and then maybe a half-size or half-depth on the 3rd bay. This is actually full-size all the way back. With so much room, you can actually have extra storage and shelving here on the back side. So you could put 2 cars and a boat, 1 car, a boat, and motorcycles, 3 cars. Really, it's up to you. Plenty of space. Now we're working our way back inside. I mentioned a second ago that I wanted to show you something neat about this house. On the other side here, unlock the door, and I'll show you that we have, actually I'll show you through the window because it is securely fastened right now. We do have a second screened porch area here. So this is a screened porch. It is not the primary screened area. So it's a separate room located off the formal dining room. So if you're entertaining, you can actually have 2 outdoor spaces in use at the same time. We're now getting to one of my personal favorite parts of the home, and that is this kitchen. Let me just back up here so you can take it all in. Beautiful real wood cabinets. It's a really pretty granite here. Let me get a close-up. Tons of space. If you've been looking in the area, you know that it can be difficult to find a gas range. This has one. We have the microwave above, the refrigerator to the right, the built-in oven there to the right of the refrigerator, island with power and storage. And best of all, if that wasn't enough, a beautiful view of the water here. Now we have a breakfast nook across the way. I use the word nook loosely because it's actually quite spacious. You could have a large table here and still have plenty of room to maneuver around it. And then we have a family room here. As we walk through this archway, to the left and to the right, we have the remaining bedrooms. I'll take you right first. So you can see, just like the first 2, in fact, the first non-master bedroom that I showed you, it's a large room, nice and bright, very open. We have the wood flooring again. Nice high ceilings with crown molding. The closet to the left, and then the full bath here as we look around the corner. And now working our way back outside to the hallway. We have the last bedroom, the fourth bedroom with its own private bath. Again, nice and bright. If you don't need this as a bedroom, it would make a wonderful office, even though there is an office off the master. Great guest bedroom. You can see looking out back. You have a wonderful view of the water. And then a bathroom that's very similar in appearance to the other bathrooms that we visited. So you have the nice large walk-in shower. Of course, you have the commode here. And then the sink with a cabinet, lighting, and then nice high ceilings. Now that we have seen the interior of the home, let's take a look outside. But we won't go too fast. Again, I don't want it to turn into a half-hour tour, but there really is so much here. In fact, I didn't even point out, we have two skylights. So even if the lights, actually they're solar tubes and not skylights, but regardless, if we were to turn all of the lights off, it's still nice and bright in here. It's just a warm, pleasant home. As you come in from the garage into this living space, it just welcomes you in, and you can't help but at least I can't help but keep looking out toward the water. It's just beautiful out here. Well, let's go out here, in fact. I was going to show you the pool through the window, but why not just take you right out back and show it to you firsthand. Now, before I do, I'll show you, we have a screened porch here with a summer kitchen. So we have the water to the left, we have the grill obviously to the right, we have some storage there in the center. I'll take you up the stairs in just a minute if you're wondering where those lead. Technically, it's a one-story home, but we have a second floor deck or porch, patio, raised observation area. Call it what you want, but it's a great space. So here we have the infinity pool. We do have the heated spa. We have a space there in the center for an umbrella. As I turn to my left, you'll see that we have a second screened area, which may seem redundant, but the folks that are selling the home have a dog and now three smaller children that they wanted to restrict access to the pool. So they have the screen enclosure here, easy to remove if you don't want it there, but actually it's really nice to have. This right here is why we live in Florida. Just a beautiful day, view of the water, the pool right here. You just can't beat it. Now I'm going to show you that half bath before I forget to do that, and then I will take you up to that second floor. So here you have the pool bath, half bath. So that if you have little ones, or really anyone that's been in the pool, need to use the restroom, there it is, it's handy. Nobody has to walk through that house with its wood floors. You can see that we have a nice big backyard, again on over 1/3 of an acre, 0.36 to be specific. We have the coquina rock wall. We have the dock and deck made out of a composite material that's very weather friendly. You can see the boat lift is in place. And I'm just going to stand here quietly for a second and pan around so you can enjoy the view. In fact, I'm going to sit down right here and we can, regardless of where you're watching this video, just kind of pretend you're here. And that right in the center of the screen, it probably looks smaller on the screen than it does in person, is the Banana River. Wonderful boating. I said I'd stop talking, so now I'm going to. And as much as I would like to stay there for the next hour, just taking it all in, I do have to keep the tour moving along. So we're now looking at the back of the home. You can see it's nicely landscaped. We're now going to head up the stairs to the second floor. But just an amazing opportunity. Again, if you're familiar with Cocoa Beach, you know that there aren't many homes that were built in 2006 or after. The area was built out primarily in the 1960s and 1970s. But finding a direct water home built in 2006 and after is relatively rare, certainly desired, and you can see why. Again, this house is at 1432 Bayshore Drive in the Snug Harbor portion of Cocoa Beach. I actually just featured on Beachfront Bargain Hunt renovation on HGTV. In fact, I was on that episode, so if you are inclined, you can take a look at that. We have a helicopter going overhead, so I'll pause for just a second. The house is a 4-bedroom, 4 full bath, 2 half bath home. The living square footage is 3668, so almost 3,700 square feet. The total square footage is 5331 under roof, so lots of space, built in 2006. If you would like more information about this home, my name is Andy Barclay, and my wife and I are both full-time realtors with RE/MAX Elite. We can be reached at 321-514-9862, or if you prefer, you can text me at that number. You can also go to our website, which is www.brevardhomesandcondos, to read more about the home there. If you're looking anywhere in Brevard, we'd be happy to help you in any way we can. And I thank you for watching.